Similar to the GPS on the road, I'm going to address within this tutorial how to navigate within the website of Back to the Basics. Let's take a look on how to do this. When you first log in, you will go to a landing page which is called Krupp's Classroom on Back to the Basics with Tech, and then have a navigation below it called Welcome, Mini Tasks, Discussion Board, Water Cooler, Contact, Practice Posts, and last but not least, FAQs, known as Frequently Asked Questions. Let's view in greater depth what these tabs include. When you click on the Welcome page, also known as a landing page in website design, you will be able to see a welcome on what the class is about, as well as a tutorial video on how to navigate throughout the website, and last but not least, your first assignment. And here it says, click on Discussion Forum to complete your first introduction activity for this course. When done with the discussion post, click on Mini Assignments. So here what you're going to go up into the discussion board, click on Discussion Board, scroll down to the appropriate post that's called Introduce Who You Are, and here is a discussion post that kind of asks you to complete these questions. It also tells you where to go next. So it says when done with this assignment, click on the Mini Assignment tab at the top part of the navigational bar. So let's take a look at what that looks like. When we hover over Mini Assignments, you'll see something called the Intro to the Course, which we just addressed, the Assignment 1, Assignment 2, all the way down to Assignment number 7, a project called Who Am I, and last but not least, Assessment. Prior to going directly within the assignment, what I want you to do is click on Mini Assignments. When I click on the tab called Mini Assignments, I'm directed here for specific instructions on how to complete all the mini assignments. And then it tells you where to go next. Hover over the word Mini Assignments and begin with Mini Lesson 1. Now please note each assignment has a customized theme. For instance, Assignment 1 is Email, Assignment 2 is Intro to PowerPoint, Assignment 3 is Topography, Assignment 4 is Slide Standards abbreviated, Assignment 5 is Images, Assignment 6 is Animations, Assignment 7 is Hyperlinks. Then it wraps up all of your learning into a project called Who Am I, and last but not least, how you're going to be assessed. So let's take a look at assignment number 1. The focus of this assignment is about Southern Regional School email. Here it provides the learner with a document that tells you the objectives of what you need to do. So here you need to be familiar with the email address, how to create a username and password, how to articulate yourself using the 9 steps of a formal email. You're going to address and respond to an email, as well as create an email to me as well as your classmate. And then you're going to create a folder where you're going to house all of your username and passwords throughout the year that we create using Web 2.0 tools. Then, as you scroll down, the learner is able to see step by step what they need to do. Now please note within all these sessions there are specific screencasts that have been designed and may take a few seconds to download. In fact, they may open up into a separate web browser. Next, the learner is given Activity 1, Activity 2, Activity 3, 4, and 5 within this module of email. Let's take a look at assignment number 2. To do this, you must hover over Mini Assignments and then click on assignment number 2 called Intro to PowerPoint. Once again, the learner is given a particular document embedded within the website and the objectives in which one needs to know. So here one needs to identify specific skills a learner can perform on PowerPoint and identify the do's and don'ts of PowerPoint. A very important thing for you to know is within this instructional design there's been color coding, and that suggests to the learner, in this case you, that orange is going to make you go to a certain place and blue is going to make you perform a certain task. So here orange suggests a discussion post, so you're going to go to the discussion board or discussion forum. Blue suggests that you're going to watch a particular video to acquire a specific skill. Okay, let's check out assignment number 3. Assignment number 3 is entitled Topography. Now topography is a fancy schmancy word for really the font type and the font style, using such as bowls when it is created. There's ears, there's loops, there's tails, etc. So here we're going to address the fonts within PowerPoint. Once again, it provides you the objectives of the lesson, how long it should take you. It also includes how you're going to save your products, which is very, very important to get full credit. And once again, it's color-coded. So blue means to watch or read something, purple means you're going to post something, and orange means a discussion post. Now when you're done where it says practice post, in this case it says create a slide doing a before-after image of different font types, font sizes, font colors using bold, italics, and underline, and create a slide with your full name, no abbreviations. When you're done with this activity, what you're going to do is you're going to scroll up and then post on under the appropriate tab called Practice Post. Now please note each student has their own specific file folder. In this case, I've created a spot for Erica, Ruma, Jerome, Brielle, and John. Let's go back to the mini lessons to complete this major task. Let's go to assignment number 4 called Slide Standards. In this session, once again, you'll be given objectives and what you need to create. Here you have to learn how to do a page border, how you have to add different slide transitions as well as side effects, how you save it, and once again the color coding of what you need to do. Okay, the next mini lesson, let's go to that, mini lesson number 5. Entails images. Within this module, you're going to practice with editing images within PowerPoint. Here are specific images to use clip art, to use Google, to use the database, as well as to remove the background, how to rotate image, how to crop an image, both in rectangular shape, the normal form, as well as a non-standard form, such as using a star or Pac-Man. Once again, these are actually color-coded to tell you where you need to go, including the discussion post, which is an actual tab. Let me show you the next lesson within this module. Assignment 6 entails animations. Within this module, you're going to learn 2 different types of animations. First, the animation is to move the object in and out, and in this case it's mainly used for a stagnant picture as well as text. But the challenge here is I'm going to make you create an animation similar to Disney that really takes it to a different level. For instance, you might show a bee pollinating a flower or cars running around the racetrack. So this is personally one of my favorite skills within PowerPoint. There's videos and tutorials that walk you through how to do it. Please note that you want to save the file correctly when you're done with your practice post, and it should take the duration of 1 to 2 periods. Once again, you're going to watch 2 videos, the basic animation overlay that we're used to, and then animation at its best, which means taking the skill of PowerPoint and bringing it to the next level. And last but not least, you're going to do an original animation similar to the one presented, such as a bee pollinating a flower or cars racing around a racetrack. Please note you cannot use those 2 examples. You have to come up with your own. Okay, let's take a look at the last mini assignment. The last mini assignment is entitled Hyperlinks as well as Customized Hyperlinks. Within this lesson, one will learn how to do a hyperlink, such as including a website, www. And then a customized hyperlink, which means you're going to replace the www. Whatever into words such as click here, and you'll see that on a website. Or you might say Krupp's website or Smith's website, etc. So that's what a customized hyperlink is. Please once again make sure you name your file correctly. You're going to watch a tutorial on how to do it. You're going to practice, and then you're going to have 2 discussion posts that you need to post within the forum. Okay, let's take a look on the final product. So this will be your wrap-up activity, and you need to include 5 different skills that address something that you're good at. Please note bragging is encouraged. We want to know what you're good at, and don't be shy as far as telling us what you need to be or what you are good at. And then when you click down further, it actually gives you the checklist on how you're going to be graded based on content as well as the PowerPoint skills. And the last step is on assessment and how you're going to be evaluated. So what I've done is I've actually created a place where you can see the document and then you can download the document if it's for easier view. And the same thing with Who I Am checklist as well as your evaluation of your mini lessons. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of the navigational tool. As previously discussed, the discussion board is a place where you're going to collaborate and discuss with your fellow classmates. Let's take a look in greater depth what this looks like. Here, the posts are in sequential order from bottom to top, so please note the first is on the bottom and the last is up top. As we know, this is the introductory question we're going to ask you. Then there's something called Mini Lesson 1, Discussion Post 2. Please note that there's sometimes more than one discussion post per lesson. And then we have Mini Lesson 2, Discussion Post 1, Mini Lesson 2, Discussion Post 2, and that same applies. Now please note, sometimes within the mini lesson there's one post or two posts, and some examples have 0 posts depending on the quantity of work. This is about Mini Lesson 5, Discussion Post 1, Mini Lesson 7, etc. And what I've done is I have allowed you, if you needed to, use this as a reference point to go back to the mini lesson to provide support. The next thing I want to address with the navigational bar is called the water cooler. Click on water cooler to learn more. In the previous experience within business modules, many people would meet at the water cooler and discuss personal as well as professional concerns. Here, the water cooler within this website provides the learner with the opportunity to share and collaborate ideas. It is also a work site or workplace area where one is able to share any ideas above and beyond this module. This could mean personal issues, this could mean questions about a particular content, etc. So if you would like to do that and post a specific area of concern or comment, feel free by doing so by clicking on the word Start a Topic. It's important to know that an email address is needed, so please set up your school email address. The next component I would like to address is known as Contact. Within Contact, in case you're having any trouble within this module or within this course, you're able to contact me at mcrop@srsd, or you can fill out the form. The form is pretty simple in that it's embedded within the website. You put your name, your email address, make sure it's school email, any comments or concerns. Now please note it goes directly to my email and no one has access other than me. The next component I would like to address is what's known as the practice post. Here within each module, the student was required to practice the skill and then post accordingly. For each student has a particular web page entitled by their name, as you can see here: Erica, Ruma, Jerome, Brielle, and John. So let's take a look on what that looks like. Here, when I click on Erica, Erica has this workspace where she can put all of her information. It's vital to save the file name correctly to receive credit. The same thing applies to Ruma. Ruma has her own workspace where she can provide all of her information within here. You can either do it for this course or you can use it as a means for an e-portfolio. Next would be Jerome, and Jerome has a workspace to put all of his products here. Brielle, same thing applies to her. She has the opportunity to put all of her work here, saving the files correctly to receive credit. And last but not least, John. So here, within these practice posts, enables a particular learner the opportunity to post and have access to his work as well as his fellow classmates. And last but not least, I would like to address the FAQs, known as frequently asked questions. Let's take a look. Within this section of the website, one is able to look up particular questions without asking me. For example, where to get assistance if you need assistance, where to start at the welcome page, go to the mini assignments, ask a peer for help, ask the teacher for clarification, or fill out a form to ask me privately. Here is how to access our email, which is very important, and what's the URL address if one needs it. How are you going to be graded, which is important, direct links, and of course the #1 question why all students ask, why do I need to know this? So let's quickly recap. Here is the main navigation bar where it has welcome, mini assignments, discussion board, water cooler, contact, practice posts, and FAQs. The welcome is a home page and provides the directions in which you need to follow. The next component is the mini assignments, making sure you click on the tab itself, and as you hover over it, the mini assignment are discussed. Then we have the discussion board where students will post and discuss back one-to-one, or as whole group or small group, different questions that I pose to the class. The water cooler is the spot in which the learner is able to share ideas, collaborate above and beyond the course, and really provides a rich and engaging experience to collaborate and share ideas. The next is contact. In case there's any problems or you need to discuss with me personally, feel free to contact me via my email through Southern Regional School, or you can contact me directly through the form. Please note, It'll take about 24 hours to respond. The next spot is the open workspace, known as what I call as a practice post, where each student is provided their own workspace, and last but not least are the frequently asked questions regarding this assignment. Hope this tutorial helped in the navigation of Krupp's classroom on Back to the Basics with Technology. I look forward to seeing all of your products and your wonderful work. All the best.